Today we're going to be talking about what might just be considered the most famous shotgun ever made. How's it going, guys, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk. My name is Chad and this is the Hopeful Homestead. You're out here right now with me at my little campsite I built next to my little tiny cabin on wheels that I've parked out here on my family's 21-acre property that we're calling the Hopeful Homestead. And we're going to be building our forever home on it, a little farmhouse, barn, the whole bit here over the next 12 months. And I'm going to be documenting that whole process along the way with this channel. But in these series of videos, I like to sit out here, drink some coffee, and talk to all the husbands and dads out there about all the difficult things we have to deal with in life and have a good conversation around some coffee. And as we do so many times on this channel, we're talking about firearms once again. Specifically talking about what I think might be the most famous shotgun ever made. Set this cup of coffee down and bring up the star of the show. That's right, the double barrel shotgun. This is a 12 gauge double barrel shotgun right here, made by Stoeger. This is the Stoeger Coach Gun. It's the break action where you have that lever you pull, it breaks the firearm in half, exposes where you load and unload the shells. Looking down the business end of a 12 gauge double barrel shotgun is always intimidating, that's for sure. And it's just a iconic firearm for a reason. It's the gun that you see in movies a lot. In Back to the Future, the principal in Back to the Future 2, when Marty McFly goes to the future and sees his, his high school principal at his house, and he's got one of these double barrel shotguns that he's, defending his home with when things have gone awry. And out in the Old West, a lot of the Old West movies, and quite literally in the Old West, these were incredibly iconic for being what, a coach gun, being that it was a quick to fire, 2-round quick to fire gun that you could keep at your side when riding around in a coach car. And it was used to defend the people who were in transport. It's been around for a long time. It's still used today by many. It's a very common firearm for farmers. It is definitely something that I will have out here as part of the homestead here for many years to come. And it's great and very versatile. Being a 12 gauge shotgun, double barrel, you can have two. Being that this is specifically one that is a single trigger, I can fire off, boom, boom, 2 shots really quick in sequence. So if I'm hunting or, taking care of a pest that's out on the property, this is obviously going to be able to take down pretty much anything, depending on what kind of shell you load in here. Throw in a couple of 12 gauge slugs, or being you could have a heavy load bird shot in here in the first chamber and have a 12 gauge slug in the second. You could have a buckshot in the first and a 12 gauge slug in the second, to where you have that versatile, 2 quick to fire semi-auto, essentially, boom boom gun that can fire off 2 different types of ammunition that are heavy and will take down pretty much anything. And that's part of what makes this gun so famous, is its great versatility, its iconic history. It's been around for hundreds of years pretty much at this point in America. It's a part of the fabric of American history, and it's still used today by hunters and farmers. It's a very, very simple gun. It's very simple in its operation. The whole thing comes apart. You can take the furniture off of this and separate this gun and break it down for transport very easily. It's just easy to maintain, and I truly enjoy it. And it follows my philosophy of all wood and steel guns. I just love the soul you get in an all steel and wood gun. And to close this thing out, I will give you a quick tour, just looking down all aspects of the gun. You can see how beautiful it is. It's a beautiful gun. You've got a nice little gold trigger on there, a nice big trigger guard, so you can fit your finger in here with gloves on, no problem, which makes it very useful for farmers again. You've got the thumb safety up here, and like I said, you got the lever here where you pull that, breaks it open. You can load and unload the gun right there. It's got a little ejector that pops out that ejects the rounds a little bit to make it easier to pull them out of there. It's just incredibly easy to load, easy to shoot, easy to clean, easy to work on. It's a simple, reliable platform for a reason. And it's certainly going to be a staple of the homestead here on the Hopeful Homestead, along with my lever actions and my revolvers, because all those guns, all wood and steel, simple designs, they're going to be able to last, and they'll be around with me here for decades to come. And I will bid you adieu. Thanks for watching all the way through if you did. I appreciate it. Again, my name is Chad. This is the Hopeful Homestead. And if you feel like sticking around, I've got a video right here all about my farm guns. If you haven't seen that already, go check out that video, and I'll see you over there in a minute. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.